Oh my goodness me. Here it is then, folks. Q3 in this Singapore Grand Prix. And as you can tell, the rain is falling.
It is here.
Woo! It was expected.
It was expected, yeah. It was certainly spice up this. Unfortunately, I do have to lead with the news that Blocky, or otherwise known as D1232104, Mr. Wi-Fi password himself, he is one warning away from a grid penalty. He has set 2 timed laps that have been his fastest with a corner cut warning. He needs to be very, very careful.
Wow, so a little message to you, Blocky. It needs to be impeccable. 1 more corner cut warning, and that will lead to a grid penalty for next race. Something that we don't want to hand out, but the warning is issued. We welcome our latest follower, IHGCN. A very big, warm welcome to you. Now, at the moment, the track is okay for slick tyres, but as you can see, all drivers are out already. Every single one of them on an out lap. This is going to be exactly what we saw in Italy a couple of races ago, basically, isn't it? It's whoever effectively got out first.
This may well be the order on the road. May well be the order that they start this race, depending on how quickly and how hard this rain comes down.
Who was first out though? Who was first man out?
I believe first on the road is Blocky.
It is Blocky. Wow, the man under pressure.
It's
from the
Blocky,
stewards.
followed by Flecky, followed by Mello, followed by Snacks, followed by there's McLaren. But there's both of them through to Q3. Great shout from Agent to get in there. So first McLaren on the road is Exotic. Then we've got the 2 Ferraris. So it's Carrot followed by Moss. Ultra has just passed Moss. He obviously wants to be further up the road. Then there is the Haas of Mertzi. And then the second McLaren of Agent is last on the road. So big shout out to Agent and Mertzi here. Q3 appearances, very, very solid drives from the pair of them so far.
We shall ride on board then with the current championship leader. Snacks 22 then comes around. Let's see what he's got in the locker. Conditions already maybe a little bit greasy. Oh my goodness me, this does not look easy to drive whatsoever. You can tell very tentative on putting the throttle down. Oof. I'm going to be honest, AJ, I'm glad I'm sat here watching and commentating than trying to put together a Q3 lap.
Too right. Yeah, very, very tricky conditions for these guys to face.
Lord Vader, the HUD is so awesome. I am pleased you like it. Adds another level of interest and graphics, not just to the league as well, but to all the other streams in which we are on F1. But let's have a look at some of the G-forces these drivers are throwing about around this Singapore circuit. If it's done it, that is. DRS wide open. So the DRS is still enabled, interestingly enough. There we go.
Yeah, which is good news for these guys at the back. That's always the risk. If you're at the back of the train, the DRS gets activated when you can't use it and the guys in front of you can. So they're...
Sorry, that was so close for the wall. So close. DRS disabled now. Blocky.
Yeah, which means no one gets it.
Wow.
So on the run to the line. So it's Flecky from Blocky. Mello comes in at 51.0. Snacks at 49.8. Exotic 50.2. Carrot 50.5. What these guys at the back got. Moss 50.7. Just down to Agent and Mertzi then. Mertzi's boxed. Agent comes across 53.3.
Mertzi pit. Now this is my question. Okay. Now we saw at the back end of some of those laps, the DRS got disabled and it looked particularly greasy all of the way round. are we anticipating a quicker time on intermediate tyres, or do we think there was just enough before that kind of slick tyre intermediate crossover for this to be the fastest time? It's tough to see, but no doubt we're going to see some intermediate tyre running.
We are going to see some intermediates, and I say, if I was Mertzi, I'd be straight back out on a set of intermediates to have a completely free track.
Get in, get out whilst everyone's coming in.
Yeah, if we're assuming that it's only just got to intermediate conditions, I mean, look, Ultra's on a 49.4. For him and Snacks, they were pushing 35s, 36s. The delta to inters usually isn't that big.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, if I'm Mertzi, I'm straight back out on a set of intermediate tyres, and he may well get the best of the track conditions here.
I tell you what, I'm on board with Agent at the minute, and this McLaren is looking a handful. He is, oh my goodness me, he is revving that McLaren like I don't know what. Now this is a huge advantage with automatic gears. He hits the wall. Oh my goodness me, he's got to be so careful here with his speed, and he's braking really late. He says this is not fun. It doesn't look it, to be fair. But as I said, this is the advantage of when you have automatic gears. You can short shift, you can keep those revs down. We can. Wow, everyone is fired into the pits now. I want to see who is going to
so I've been on board with Mertzi.
Mertzi's out. Mertzi,
yeah, so he's on his out lap. So he did exactly what I was thinking he might do. And if he has made the right call here, what a decision this might be to bin his dry tyre lap, realising that it's nowhere, to come off and put some intermediates on. If he sticks this fastest, that's a hell of a job for everybody else to chase.
Well, I mean, the pressure's on for him to do a good lap though, isn't it? That's the thing, the pressure is, you know, whilst he's going to have that clear track, I mean, this is as good as arguably he's going to get it, a completely clear track. Has he got it in him? Has he got it in him? We're going to do the same, we'll ride on board, let's get that halo activated.
Oh, fighting the car through the last corner.
Ooh, really fighting that car.
Got guys coming out of the pits though, they're going to have to stay well out of the way here.
Oh, Snacks needs to get right out of the way. He's parked on the apex. Oh, it's not too bad. Actually, Snacks sacrificed a bit of his wing to get out of the way. He chose to get out at completely the wrong time.
Yeah.
Bit of unfortunate coincidence. It's one of those things. Sometimes that's going to happen. You got to be aware of it, particularly on this pit lane exit. It is tough. What's that's got in him? He's not doing too badly going through the gears. I am so in tune with this lap. I really want to see what he's got.
Listening to the car, you can see he's delicately balancing the throttle and stuff. He does not, he's onto the wheel spin quick in a flash. Very impressive throttle control from Mertzi at the moment.
I do feel though, as Storm Twister indeed is saying in the chat as well, that conditions are just too wet for these laps to be quicker than the ones that they ran.
Oh, little nibble of the wall from Mertzi. Back end went on him.
I can't see these beating a 1:49. Yeah, his is a 1:55. So already looking at a difference of 6 seconds. But let's see what let's see what Ultra's got. He comes across the line. He doesn't improve. Flecky as well, I think, is starting a time lap.
Yeah, Snacks has obviously come in with that front wing, obviously. Mello hasn't even left. Mello's just been sat in there since he came in and took off those soft tyres. But Snacks understandably, do not wanting to set anything with that front wing. Let's go on board with Ultra then, seeing as the championship leader is in the pits. Let's look at his closest competitor. Little wobble. This is the corner that caught him out last season. Quite rightly sensible through there. Yeah, nicely on the power from Mr. Ultra. Again, gone for a new lid as well, which is different from the one I saw him running in the open lobbies, looking fresh. Tied into his Mercedes livery very nicely as well.
Whee! Yeah, that was so close.
That was close.
Oh, hang on, we've got a yellow in sector 2. Is that just a slow driver? We'll just flip through on board.
Yeah, there's people slowing down in front of Ultra right here. So Mercy and Flecky on the left-hand side. Doesn't deter Ultra though. Throws it down into the braking zone. Whoa! Caught that wheel spin nicely.
Blocky's out. Tyres. Oh my goodness, he's sitting in P5. Not sure if that was an accident.
And Ultra boxes, so it's obviously the Inters aren't.
This is what we're hearing. It was a crash. Looks like I had a little meeting with the wall and lost.
Yeah, hopefully there was a McLaren in the vicinity. Hopefully Agent didn't get caught up in that.
Well, we've got 10 seconds
it's
to
got
go.
very wet very quickly.
Wow, it really
Tell you what though, if anyone had gambled on Inters with that first outlap and not wasted time with the softs, do you reckon they could have snuck in?
I don't know. I don't know. I think normally Inters you're looking at maybe a 151, 152 max. So I still think was just enough.
Yeah.
In the slick tyres to get things done, but everyone heading into the pit lane. How about the pit lane?
The pit lane.
Exactly.
Yeah, it may well have been that maybe under the lights the track is obviously a little bit wetter than we feared. Maybe it was into straight away. Maybe that was the trick. But as it happens, nothing has changed. Callum Ultra takes pole.
Wow, what a Q3. I mean, look at that rain, certainly compared to the start of it. It is absolutely belting down now. So then, Callum Ultra is your pole man for this Singapore GP. A 149.490. Championship leader Snacks22 sits as alongside him on the front row. Flecky and Exotic make up row 2. Blocky Toad Carrot row 3. Followed by Moss, Mellow Cover, Fresh Agent, and Mertzi as well. Not a bad Q3. Whew, don't go anywhere, folks. We say it every single week. Do not go anywhere. We have a very, very good race coming up for you pretty much now.